So great to meet you guys. How are you? Have you had a busy day today? What's going on?
Oh, no, day's been good. I had a little podcast and it went well, I think. And now just with you, Bonnie. So we're excited.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hmm.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
listen, congratulations on everything. My God. And what a great time to be able to talk about this show because of course we have the Olympics going on. We just won a medal in skating. I mean, how exciting is that? I
Oh
mean,
my gosh, I like
right?
cried through the whole performance.
That's what I want to ask you guys. So Madelyn first,
Please.
because yes, this is a show about skating and drama and love and everything else. But when you are really like watching Olympians do what they do, how do you not get, the chills and especially in your position being in a show like this? Tell me what it's like for you, Madelyn. You start.
Well, I think I've always loved the Olympics, and something so incredible about figure skating and specifically about ice dance is like the magic in it is that you don't have to know anything about these people to feel what they're going through. Like that is the magic that they create on the ice, right? And I
Yes.
think my appreciation for the sport has only been deepened having, known some of these athletes, but also having more of an insight on what kind of lives they've had to lead to get to this level in their sport and how much work
Yeah.
they've actually had to put in. It's absolutely incredible, and I'm just so happy that they have been rewarded for all of their hard work and that the whole world gets to appreciate what they do every single day.
100%. And Cale, how about for you? Just to watch it, especially, being on the ice and then, as Madelyn said, to just appreciate all the work that goes into something like that?
No, it's something that I hadn't appreciated in the past Olympics, and now getting to really appreciate it and watch it and have a deeper understanding for it is a true blessing. And for Canada to win a bronze, especially with the talent that we got to see, because there's a show called Glitter and Gold that came out on Netflix as well.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so having more insight into these skaters and understanding their backgrounds, it gives you more understanding about the stuff that they actually have to do off camera and the work
Yeah.
they put in. And yeah, like Maddie said, even if I didn't watch Glitter and Gold, I would want to cry watching all.
Absolutely. We
Uh,
got to be patriotic, right?
yeah, like I think I don't know if I'm just being, biased, but I think their rhythm dance was probably the best. But
Oh, yeah,
that's that's
again, I could watch. Yeah, I could watch it over and over. I'm so jealous of what they do, but I'm
yeah.
also jealous of what you guys do because congratulations, we're already okay. Season two is on its way. Oh my goodness! So of course now after watching these skating performances, you guys are going to have to work extra hard. Just
Oh,
FYI. But
Absolutely.
yeah, but Madelyn, let's start with Adriana because she's had quite the journey in season one already. So I can almost imagine what is going to happen in two. But for you to take on a role like this, there's so much going on with her. Again, some of the skating that you have to do, the drama, the intensity of the relationships. What was that? When you first got this script, did it scare you a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm someone who has been working as an actor since I was maybe 10, but just on small projects sort of here and there. And so, anytime that I get a lead audition request, I'm like, man, okay, pull it together. How can we do this? And, taking on a role like this where I know that they would have auditioned people with more of a skating background than I do, people who have longer resumes than I do, who maybe have more followers than I do. I knew that there was I really wanted to make the team proud and to
Mm.
never have them question if they made the right decision. And so for me, that was, trying my very best to show up, knowing my lines every day, having an idea for what we could possibly do with the scene, but also be, hopefully willing enough to take whatever director's advice and run with it. And as soon as we finish for the day, it's okay, hit the gym and go directly to bed if I to try to just be ready for the next day. And
Yeah.
I carried around a little binder that had everything that we would be working on, all the scripts, all of the choices that I wanted to make. So I tried my best not to miss anything. But I mean, absolutely, this was a first for me. It was a huge
Yeah.
learning experience, and I'm really excited to see what I can take forward into the next season.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. And Kale, for you, I like Braden. Everyone's talking Team Freddie, Team Braden. I don't know. I'm Team Braden. I got to tell you, yeah, I got to tell you. But I love how he starts off, he's got this confidence, he's a bit cocky, whatever. Then it's kind of question, as it goes on. What did you when you first read it and you thought, okay, great role, great opportunity. How did you find your way into relate to a guy?
Yeah, I have a hockey background, and so I've dealt with a lot of guys with immense talent, with massive egos. I've been
Yeah,
dealing with it. It's and not just in sport, it's in all aspects of life.
sure.
And so just, kind of getting into the headspace of Braden, and obviously we have a tremendous writing team that really got into like the deep core of why he is the way he is. And so for a character like him, it's all on the page. It's hard to relate to any of that in my personal life. I'm the youngest of four boys, so
Wow. Okay.
I was humbled very early on in my life.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I just kind of found it in the page, and with obviously great direction from our two amazing directors and Jeff as well. And so they made it really easy on me to understand, and had a lot of great insight. So it was
Yeah.
it was easy.
Yeah, I was going to say both of you make it look effortless, honestly, in
Oh,
every scene, every episode. Like I buy the skating. I mean, I know you're doing some of it, but there's doubles. We're not, whatever. There's things there that you got, like you say, you're not professional ice dancers, ice skaters, and that's cool. Like it just all works. And Madeline, for you, I'm wondering, the very first time that you stepped on the ice together with Cale, what was that like? What were you going, what was going through your head?
Well, I guess I mean the first times would have been some of our rehearsals that we were
Sure.
in, and so
Yeah.
it was. I mean, again, as Cale said, he's comes from a hockey background, so yes, there's the adjustment to the toe pick, but he's very talented on skates, and so it was like, oh man, I got to step up my game here. But I think it was really wonderful because Cale, being a better skater than I was, could do all of the things that I didn't want to do. Like if we were skating a certain direction that was more comfortable for me, he would do it backwards and things like that. So it was really a teamwork approach. And it was really fun. It was difficult to learn all these new things, but I mean, what a privilege it is that we get to do something like this.
For sure. And then of course, you guys have both been in other things, but when you get on set with somebody who, whether you're friends or love interests or whatever it is, skating partners, you don't know if there's going to be chemistry. Like you don't know, right? And so, Kale, like to me, like I said, unless you guys are, Emmy award winning actors, which I prefer, which I think that you are, you could have fooled me. Like the chemistry works. Kale, was it immediate with this lovely young lady? Tell me about that.
Well, of course, Maddie is a light, and we connected right off the bat, and we had similar interests. We went to a dinner, me, her, and Ollie. First day we got there, we really put in the time to get to know each other, and I think it shows.
Yeah,
And obviously Maddie is an immense talent, and it's hard not to bounce off of her when she's at her best. And it's our job at the end of the day to have that
sure.
connection, of course. And hopefully an Emmy is in our future. But it's
Well, Canadian Screen Award for sure. You got
yeah,
that. You got
yeah.
that covered, you
I,
guys.
you never know. You never know. No, and it's just, when two people that are eager and ambitious to create an amazing show, it's hard not to bring that fun.
Sure.
And,
Yeah.
and Maddie
And
every
oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean
yeah,
to
Maddie
interrupt
showed
you.
up every day, so it was great.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. No, you can tell, you can tell. And Matt, Maddie, I'm wondering too, when you're doing a show like this and it's going out on Netflix, like how does that affect anything that you do? Like the world, how many countries like are loving this show? Like it's not just here in Canada or the US. Like we're talking the world.
World, yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure. Well, I mean, it's interesting because when we first got, at least this was the case for me, I can't speak for Cale, but when I first got the casting for this show, it was going to go exclusively to a Canadian network. It
Yeah.
didn't say anything about Netflix in the breakdown, and I was still like, man, can I do a lead role for a small Canadian network? I don't know. And
God.
so
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
really, like, it was only once the ball sort of got rolling that we realized how big this thing had the potential of being. And even
Yeah.
then, there are things that go on big networks and nobody ever sees them, and so you really don't know what it's going
True.
to be. And so I think, I mean, my philosophy, and I believe Cale shares this, is, we just showed up every day trying to do our best and tried really hard not to think about what it could be.
Yeah.
And even now, like, as we are starting to get some more information on view counts and numbers and things like that, I find it healthier for myself sort of to take a little step back from that and again make it more about how much fun we had all together, how excited we are to do it again, and not
Yeah.
read the comments.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
that's a
it's hard, social media. It's hard. I
It
mean,
can be.
it doesn't matter how popular somebody is. There's always somebody out there who can be a troll or whatever. There's always that bad egg. And I commend you because honestly, if you sat there and scrolled through your Instagram or whatever feeds all day long, I don't know how you could handle it. Like, Cale, how do you kind of put that aside, you know?
Yeah, like Maddie said, it's best to step away, and my philosophy, it doesn't become real until you read it. I've been always a guy that, I like to stay grounded. I like to go for my walks and talk with my family and
Nice.
things that I just do. Yeah, and just putting it away, if you don't look at it, it's not real. And
Yeah.
and so yeah, and keeping yourself busy. And right now I'm on another show right now, so that's easier
Yes.
for me than for maybe Maddie. I don't know. Maddie, you're not working right now, correct?
No, just press.
Oh, just press. Yeah. So that's distracting too.
That's work.
You
That's
can't,
work.
yeah, you can't look at your phone when you're busy. And
Got it. Yeah.
so yeah, it's just staying busy, not getting into the hype of everything at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we're all human. So
Good for you guys. Good for you. It's great. It's good to see that you're grounded. It's funny because this obviously is based on a best-selling book. And I wonder from Maddie, you first, is it important for you to, read the book to have that source material, or do you just kind of rely on script?
Well, I think many actors have different approaches, but my personal approach was to get as much information as I possibly could, and then make the decision with all of that in mind. I would never
Sure.
want to make a choice and then realize I would have made a different one if I had more information. So for me, that was getting my hands on both the book Finding Her Edge, but also Jane Austen's Persuasion, which the book is based off of
Yeah.
as well. And so trying to dissect both of those as well as speak a lot with the author, and then if we were going to take a turn in the script, it was okay, what elements do I want to keep here, where is the through line versus what stuff like can't be a part of this story because it doesn't fit with the way that we've
Right.
decided to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maddie,
And
I
Cale,
can
how about for you? Yeah.
Well, I commend Maddie. She was like with the author all the time, asking her questions.
That's great.
No, no, no. I
Yeah.
respect it because I was too
Yeah.
nervous. I was like too scared to like go and like, I don't really know her, I don't want to. But yeah, Maddie came with like the book and all the scripts and everything. And like for me, I'm just very free flowing, like, oh, it's on the page. Okay, let's go with that. But obviously, yeah, I read the book and I love the book, but Brayden was so much different in the show than in the book. So
Yeah.
I kept it to the scripts more than the source material for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's important to make a character your own. It's not always, sometimes people read books or whatever, and they're like, they have a vision in their head as to what
Yes.
somebody should look like or sound like or whatever. So I commend both of you because it's not easy, especially a best-selling novel. So again, kudos to you both. Just to wrap it up, of course, I can't not mention Heated Rivalry. I have to, because it's so funny how everybody is kind of comparing your show to that. And the only similarities are they're both Canadian, they're both about skating, and they're both romances. But Maddie, you recently posted a picture of you and Connor's story. That's awesome.
Mhm.
And so now everybody wants this crossover. I mean, what on earth could happen if we had a crossover here?
Well, I think we already have a subtle crossover, which is one of our actors, Aiden Shaw, is already in both shows. So he is
Right.
the existing crossover. But if we were going to expand it, and I think like if we talk about, us going to their show as well as them coming to our show, I mean, I would love to see the Professional Women's Hockey League, the PWHL, play a part in their story. Maybe, I mean, there are a large number of lesbian players in the PWHL who are out and proud. I would love to maybe represent one of those. I think that could be a really cool storyline.
Cool. Yes, I
Right?
agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
God,
so,
yes.
but if they were going to come to to our show, man, I would love to see them show up at a competition. You know, maybe it's like an event such as the Olympics where they have a bunch of different athletes from a bunch of different spaces and we just sort of bump into each other in a hallway. I think that would be a really fun fun way to add a moment.
Yeah.
Kidding fans would love that. I mean, Cale, you could, put on, strap on the hockey gear again. What do you think,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And like I said in past like interviews and stuff, I'm just happy that ice sports are getting the recognition that they deserve. It's just really great that they're on this grand scale, and obviously we're kind of hitching on to the heated rivalry romance. They kind of set the path for us, so
Yeah.
we're grateful for them.
Well, listen, we're grateful for you guys, and we're just grateful that all these Canadian shows are finally getting the due that they deserve. Honestly, I know there's so much stuff that's always shot here, but it's always the people in the States that they take ownership of it, and it pisses me off. So keep up the good work, guys. You're doing a
Thank
great
you,
job.
Bonnie.
Thank you so much for both your time today. I cannot wait for season 2. I'm chomping already, so get going, okay?
On it.
On
All
it.
right.
Thank
you, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
It's
much
been
for your
lovely.
time. Really appreciate it.
You
Take
as
care.
well.
Have a great
Bye.
day.
All right. Take care.
Bonnie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay, bye, guys.